Stephen Oliver, Glass Class Apple, September 27th, 2022. Right now, what we're looking at, or what I'm looking at, what we are looking at, it affects everyone. Everyone who appreciates freedom. Right now, I received a notice from the Department of the Navy. Actually, I received it yesterday. The Deputy Naval Inspector General for Marine Corps Matters. Inspector General of the Marine Corps. 701 South Courthouse Road, Arlington, Virginia, 22204. And this came from referring to case number 35987. And it was signed, the IGMC considers this matter closed. Not me. Well, how? You didn't give me anything that says this constituted as closed. You stolen some stupid stuff that's been in the archives and on the evening news as mandatory confidential. No, you're assisting treason and evasion and obstruction. That's Lieutenant M.C. Healy. And this W.T. Anderson is an accomplice to the assisting treason as they evade and obstruct. I have requested a meeting with the FBI. They requested a meeting with me, and I gave it to them. I met them over there at the Panama City Beach Sheriff Department Satellite Station over there on Front Beach. So I want to have another meeting with them so they can declare that either they will perform the duty or they will not, and we have the right to. If they're not going to perform the duty, then they need to stand down and stop collecting pay, as they claim they do perform the duty. What are we paying them for? They're not doing the job. They refuse to allow the job be done. We got this Lieutenant M.C. Healy claiming that it's mandatory confidential for what's already been on the evening news. And it comes back to the brain FRAGs of Saigon. They're the ones that altered it to make it mandatory confidential. Otherwise, it had never been on the evening news. So we're dealing with sabotage being conducted by the brain FRAGs of Saigon, and they're the ones behind the coup. And the FBI is helping them. And the state of Alabama Attorney General Deputy is allowing the embezzling from the state of Alabama as unlawful income is appearing due to gambling, in which is unlawful. And this is washed and laundered into lawful income and provided as bribe to the politicians of Alabama. And apparently the Fed too. And whoever else they need to bribe. And what else do they launder? Whatever else they can steal. And how do they conduct this extortion? With things like the former Washington County Sheriff of Alabama extorting people with setting them up for meth and having their 16-year-old daughter be a whore, or her daddy goes to prison. Pretty much stuff like that. And that is what happened. All right, everything I'm telling you has already happened. Now, as I talked to the Marine Corps, and I requested that the Marine Corps disclose what the manual says that the Marine Corps is to do with the soldiers that cooperate with the enemy. And they come back talking about mandatory confidential. And I'm like, okay, all right, well, what do y'all do with people who you done sentenced for treason? Oh, you let them into my living room. That's what you did with one of them. Sure, you told me watch out for him. He's a communist program group member. All right, well, y'all need to watch out for him too, don't you? You got what is already aired on the evening news, allegedly classified as confidential mandatory. Allegedly. It's contended as perjury, sir, and you're assisting treason, Lieutenant Healy. You're assisting the brain frags of Saigon as they do the same thing here in the United States. And they're stealing my money to do it. I've been reporting it for 33 years. FBI, either do the job or you no longer have the right to claim that you do the job, and you no longer have the right to claim that you have the right to get paid to do the contracted work for the United States. Because you don't. You're assisting a known and documented enemy in the attacking of the United States interiors as we speak. It is an international crime what you're doing, FBI. What I'm doing, you say I harass you? Come get me. I say you're the one obstructing, and my attempt to pursue criminals is not harassing to those who are contracted to enforce law. FBI, fuck you. Plain and simple. There's no other way to say it. And you earned this. 33 years. You've obstructed and evaded assisting a known and documented enemy of the United States, and that's only what I know of. The embezzlement from the state of Alabama and unlawful gambling being laundered and washed into bribes? You knew that too. You knew it. General Marshall, you knew that was unlawful income getting washed into bribes. And you just let a brain frag do it. Helped him. I'm requesting a meeting with the FBI so you can sign a contract. It says either you do the job or you do not. And you don't get paid for it. If you can't sign it, you got no right to claim you enforce law. At all. Now, this comes after 33 years of the FBI cooperating with a known and documented enemy. Y'all think about that. Glass apple.